Good morning, everyone. It's Crypto Meow Analysis coming at you with an update video on Bitcoin. So we really can't say that we were surprised. We've been looking at Bitcoin a lot lately and posting update videos on it, but it did just make a sharp move lower into critical support zone again. And it's a pretty critical area in a decisive area. So it's going to determine whether we have a deeper correction or if this is a normal pullback. So yeah, let's walk through Bitcoin's price action and my exact updated targets, even though nothing has really changed right now. So looking at Bitcoin on the daily time frame, right now Bitcoin is trading around $90 to $91,000 after a rejection from the upper part of the rising channel. You came back up, you double topped here, you never got to 95,000, and you got sent back down. We have macro support at 83.6 to 91.3. Keep in mind that last time we said if we do get a correction, technically you could still get a bounce, and you could find support at the moving averages, which it actually did. It did respect the 20 and the 50-day moving averages, because both of those levels are very. You could see on the left hand of the screen, they're both at 89.1, 89.1. So we actually came down to 89, 4, 89.3, and we tagged these moving averages, and we came back up. So it's not over yet. We are finding some sort of support in the macro support. So there's a little bit of hopium and good news for you. Now the purple zone right here is the most important area on the chart. This is a high framed demand zone where buyers have stepped in multiple times in the past. Bitcoin has now pulled back directly into this area, which is exactly where you would expect a reaction in a bullish market. Or if the bear market's already started, then you're creating some sort of bear flag, which I think is happening. But I still have my altcoins, so trust me, there's nobody that wants this to go up more than me, because if this goes up and if we break 103, then that means that my coin is going to actually go up, and I'm not going to be holding it to zero. So just food for thought. I'm sorry if you hear me being super bearish, but I just have to be realistic, and I just have to dollar cost average down into Bitcoin during this bear market, because that's how I see getting my money back. So even though the price pulled back aggressively, the overall market structure is still intact. Bitcoin is still holding above major higher time frame support, and this is a move so far that looks like a corrective pullback, not a confirmed trend reversal. That said, this is a decisive and a decision point. If we look at the moving averages, price has pulled back into the ribbon, and we did use that as support. This is typically where the market either finds support or pushes higher, or fails and continues lower. So the next few daily candles are extremely important. The RSI, looking at the RSI, momentum has reset back towards mid-range. That tells us that Bitcoin is no longer overbought, and it now has room to make a strong move in either direction. So I'll give you obviously it's always the bullish case and the bearish case scenario. So the bullish case scenario first, always, because we're always going to the moon. If Bitcoin holds this support zone and starts pushing higher, the first level I'm watching is 95,000. That is very important. 95.2 is very important. A clean reclaim of that level would be a strong sign for the bulls. Above that, the next major resistance sits around $103,000. And if Bitcoin breaks and holds above that level, the next higher time frame remains the supply zone between $139,000 and $140,000. That would be all-time highs. Super cycle is in play. We're all going to the moon. That zone is my 139 to 143 up here, which I still haven't. 139 to 148, which I still haven't deleted off my chart. This is the macro upside target if the bull trend fully resumes and we are in a super trend, so super cycle. Now, unfortunately, the bearish scenario and the downside targets, and this is something that you need to be aware of. If Bitcoin loses this purple zone with a strong daily close below it, the next target is going to be 83.6, so double bottom here. Technically, you'd still be making a higher low, so I do expect some sort of like bounce or some sort of consolidation at this level, but there's nothing else down here. The next lower low in validating this downtrend is going to be $70,000. That is personally where I'm going to be buying my next 0.002 BTC. So that would also signal a much deeper correction and would solidify the fact that 126 was the top and we are in a bear market. And we've been in a bear market since October of 2025. So pretty important to note. Right now, Bitcoin is at a key inflection point. I'm watching to see whether buyers aggressively defend this point or if sellers step in and break support. This is not the area to chase trades. So I'm holding, I'm being patient, and patient is key. So just keep that in mind. Now, with this bounce back up, we are still technically consolidating in the Gaussian channel on the weekly. So just remember that we are waiting for this channel to print red to confirm, which obviously a break below 83.6 will do that, but we're not there yet. We're just still consolidating. And like we said before on the weekly, typically you consolidate in the channel for around 175, 175, 140, and so on. We're not going to go before, we'll just use the last 3 cycles, but typically between 140 and 175 days before you do get a capitulation. And already we did see a really strong move and relief rally on some altcoins. So we still have a chance. There's still hope, and I'm still holding on hope. We're at 56 days, so over 140 days is going to put it out Q1 2026. Oh my God, it's 2026. That's insane. 140 days is going to put it out to March of 2026, so in 2 months. And then if it goes to the full 175 again, then you're looking at May. So between March and May is probably where I'd say, hey, no more alt season. We're about to get a nasty capitulation down like we did before. So we just have to, I just have to play it smart and see whether I want to sell my altcoins at that point. Or maybe, we do get some sort of final relief rally and it gives me the option to sell. So I don't know. Obviously, I'm in the same boat as you guys. We'll just have to figure it out. If you found this Bitcoin breakdown helpful, please make sure to hit the like button, subscribe for daily crypto market updates, and comment below. What do you think Bitcoin does next? Do you think we are going to get a bounce from here and do something that we've never done before, which is break out of the channel? Because typically when we come in the channel, we never break back above it until we go through the bear market. So do you think we're going to, do what, something that's never happened before? Do you think that we're in for a deeper pullback? Just remember, none of this is financial advice. It is all just my opinion. Thank you so much for all of your support, and I will see you in the next video.